Hi everyone, I've had to change a lot over the years to reach the point that I'm at today, and I still haven't finished. I've said many times that my instinct is to challenge poor behaviour, but I've learnt over the years that this challenge should not happen while using our roads. All of my early videos are viewable on the channel, and although I don't give great examples in some of them, I'm more than happy for them to stay so people can see the correct transformation.
Keep talking yourself into shit, lad.
In one of my most viewed videos, I'm sure the situation wouldn't have developed if I hadn't verbally challenged in the way that I did. In other words, I should have made it a non-event.
I hope you like YouTube, lad.
This challenging other road users rarely goes without increased hostility and confrontation, so I'm sure you'll understand my amazement when a high-ranking police officer told me challenge was appropriate. The clip in question was a Twitter upload from Jeremy Vine that had in excess of 20 million views. Effectively, Jeremy was cycling, proceeding ahead, and the vehicle turned across his path without giving the cyclist priority. The driving was without doubt substandard, but nothing was said about cycling by Andy Cox, who at the time was the national lead for fatal accidents. So I asked him, and this was his response. Ashley, I'm pleased you recognise that the driver requires improvement. If this is more widely accepted and adopted, we will see less devastation on our roads. The cyclist has not committed any breaches and I consider their actions appropriate. So I replied, and your opinion of challenging every mistake any road user makes? To which there wasn't a reply. Imagine myself when teaching, verbally challenging every single time someone doesn't drive impeccably around my driving school vehicle. What example does this give to the student, and how are they going to behave for the rest of their life? I've said many times that people with influence need to be mindful of the messages that they put out, as people will copy. Andy has in excess of 15,000 Twitter followers and a large number of so-called cycling Twitter follow him. Is this the correct behaviour to be backing? Well, according to the police officer shown in the next clip, I think we'll see a differing opinion.
Trouble. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't know you were an unmarked vehicle, sir. I thought you were...
You're swearing
Yeah.
in the street
Yeah.
with two small children that are yours,
Yeah.
so you're committing public order offences with your kids. How inconsiderate and stupid would it be? Now listen,
all about you.
if we weren't police and we were the wrong type of people,
Yeah,
you'd walk past
that's
and done
what I
that,
thought.
and then I ram you because I'm that type of person, because you're swearing at me, you want to put your kids' lives at risk, really and truly. Because there are people out there that
Hang on,
listen, there are people out there that if you swear at them, would come after you. You know that, don't you? You
That's
realise
against
that.
the law.
But also swearing in the streets against the law, but you just did it.
Okay.
So you don't think there's people out there would stab you for less than that?
You can, I beg your pardon, sir, but you can swear.
You can't. It's public order. It's a public offence. In a public place where there's small children, you cannot swear. It's under Section 5 of the Public Order Act. And you can look it up. You can look it up.
I will, sir.
And it is an offence. And it's a fine, £100 fine. Worse off, you swearing in front of your own children. What example are you setting?
That's my choice as a parent.
Yeah, it is your choice to parent, but what example, as an adult, are you setting?
No, okay.
Really?
I didn't know you were...
It doesn't matter, does it?
No, actually, sir, it's really annoying because there's just so many cyclists come along here. It's really important that people don't park here. Now, you're doing a special job and you've got the right to swear. Fine. 100%.
But other people do though, don't they?
And they're not allowed to. They're not allowed to. Okay, I did choose to swear at you, and if you were someone else, I would have sworn. Yes. Yeah. Now, how wrong that is,
it's extremely
I
wrong,
don't
isn't
know.
it? Because you're in Wandsworth where there are some really nasty people, and I get to see them quite a lot, and I mix with these people quite a lot, so I have to arrest them for doing stuff that's less than that. And I have seen people beat people up for being sworn at. Now, all I'm saying to you is, if you think about what you just did with your small children that you're putting at risk because you're angry because there's a
do you know another thing I was angry about is I had to pull out into the main lane here, and there was a BMW, and I've got camera footage of it, who wasn't letting me out. Okay, and I rung my bell.
Does he have to leave you out though?
Yes, of course he does, because it's a cyclist and pedestrian priority. It is the highway code that there is cycle and
You're in
pedestrian.
the main carriageway.
Absolutely, it's my right. Absolutely,
To just pull out in front of a car.
No, not just pull out, to signal and to pull out because there's a blockage. It's my right of way.
Signaling is an indication of your intent, isn't it?
I'll check that one out as well, sir.
But it is though.
I'll check that one out. No, very important.
It's not indicating. But
Right.
you indicate.
Okay. I'm sorry,
All
sir.
right, you have a good day.
No, well, you know, hang on a minute, but these are the rules of the road. No, I was putting my stand down because I'm actually getting a bit wound up, sir.
Like I say, an indication is an intent, it's not a right.
Sorry, I don't like it when the rules are misinterpreted. I'm sorry, sir.
Why is it misinterpreted?
Because I believe I have the right to pull out, indicate in front of another car, and that car, when he was giving me trouble to come out, okay, and anyway, it happened, I moved out, I came past you. The only reason I had to do that manoeuvre was because you were in the way. I was upset, I swore at you, and do you know what? I'd probably do it again, and I'd hope the fact that I wasn't going to get some arsehole from Wandsworth to beat me up.
Yeah.
Okay? Right?
And
And my swearing in front of my children is my choice. Now, you guys do a great job, but please enforce the law on the correct rules, sir.
You don't know what we're doing here. And that is the correct.
That's a different thing. No, it's a different
Swearing
thing.
in the street.
No, it's an absolutely different thing. I'm asking you to interpret the correct rules.
That is the correct rule.
No, because you said that I was unable, and it wasn't my right to pull out in front of someone. I disagree with you.
Indicating it's not a right, it's
No,
an intention.
I'm sorry. Okay, have a great day. Keep on your good work, but please, just...
I think that clip perfectly ratifies the point that I'm trying to make regarding challenging other road users. It also shows how adamant some road users can be when trying to win the argument, even though they are absolutely in the wrong. And just to clarify, if you signal your intent, it does not give you the priority just to pull out. Sadly, there was a fatal accident in Cambridgeshire less than 2 weeks after I asked Andy Cox about challenging other road users. It involved a pedestrian challenging a cyclist for riding on the pavement. The cyclist veered into the road and was tragically killed. The pedestrian was jailed for manslaughter. I can totally understand when people shout when they are put in danger, but the majority of the clips that I see and get sent are easily avoidable. People would rather reprimand nowadays than doing the correct thing in the first place, and what I mean by that is making it not happen. Andy Cox has obviously done some great work over the years campaigning for safer roads, but his policy of backing behaviour that can produce more bad feeling on the roads cannot be a positive one. A good road user needs to do more than just not committing any breaches. Keep safe everyone. I'll see you soon.